Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today, we're going to be using the Solgaleo Rayquaza team, the team that won Japan Nationals with Solgaleo, Rayquaza, Incineroar, Tapu Fini, Tapu Koko, and Gastrodon. Let's get started and play some games. I think we've had some pretty strong episodes with this team lately. I think we've done 3 or 4 episodes, and I don't think we've lost a single battle yet. But who knows? This team is pretty solid, but it does have some few weaknesses, and we'll see if we are able to find some. Lunala, I feel like, is a bit troublesome. So is the Necroz with Dawn Wings. There are a few Pokemon that... Oh, I didn't get to change the music in time. Dang it. I keep forgetting to change the music, too. Okay, so... We got an interesting team here. No Mega Evolution, by the way. There is no Mega Evolution. Looks like 5 out of 6 same mons that Graham used to get second at North America Internets. He had the Incineroar over the Metacham, which is an interesting choice here. Don't know what I really want to do. The Lunala is a big problem. The Lunala is a very big problem. I really want to get Trick Room up if possible. Getting Trick Room up would be really nice. I think I want to go Rayquaza, a former Rayquaza lead, because I think it's probably my best lead against something like the Lunala, for instance. I want to lead Rayquaza, maybe lead both my restricted here. Is that the play? Gastrodon is actually really good in this. I don't think Incineroar is the play, even though it's probably my best Ghost Resist on this team, which is unfortunate, but I think that's the case. Yeah, I think I'm going to lead Rayquaza Fini with Solgaleo and Gastrodon in the back. Yeah, because I think just Gastrodon destroys my opponent's team if I can play it well. I do have to preserve Solgaleo. The ways I'm going to have Solgaleo win this game are going to be under light screen, and probably have to get rid of the Lunala or set up Trick Room on a turn where Lunala is not even on the field. So we'll see how this goes. This is a hyper offensive team we're playing though, so it can get KOs way faster than we can. We're going to see the Lunala plus the Nihilego lead against my Rayquaza plus Tapu Fini. We do have Earth Power, but the Nihilego was Sash, so it's not exactly something that's ideal here. I can set up Light Screen though. These are special attackers. The problem is my Fini could get knocked out by a Sludge Bomb plus a Moon Race. Maybe even just a Moongeist Beam, because I don't know if Sludge Bomb will activate the barrier or not. I don't want to sack Gastrodon. I think I do have to let the Fini take the damage. So I think we'll go for the Crunch into Lunala, or maybe just the Earth Power into the Nihilego. I do want to get Light Screen up. Nihilego's not a threat to my Solgaleo though, so I think it's just better to target the Lunala anyway. And I think I'm going to get up the Light Screen here, because if Lunala sets up Tailwind, that's fine, because that means that only Nihilego attacked here this turn, which means I can get the Light Screen up guaranteed, unless it's a Poisonium Z on the Nihilego, which it was Sash on the original team, but you want to assume that the Z move will be the Lunala in this game. So I'll activate the Delta Stream. I'm no longer weak to Power Gem. We will get a Crunch off into the Lunala, which does a pretty solid amount of damage. Sludge Bomb going to come out, probably targeting the Fini. Oh, it's actually in the Ray, so that's not too bad. A Psyshock actually going to come out, do a good amount of damage to the Ray, which is completely fine. Do not mind that, as I will be able to get the Light Screen up. And I don't think that's a bad turn for us, because we do get that Light Screen up, and now I want to say we live an attack from the Nihilego, except maybe a Power Gem and switch to the Kyogre, which is definitely a play my opponent could make, but I mean, I don't mind the chip damage. Yeah, I'll go for the Crunch though into the Lunala. Do I go for the Heal Pulse though? I think I do go for the Heal Pulse, just in case. I think you go Kyogre, just to get rid of Delta Stream. Oh, this Lunala that's protected doesn't have Tailwind. Interesting here. That changes a few things. We will go for the Crunch. I hope I didn't miscap the Sludge Bomb, but Sludge Bomb didn't do too much. We are on our Sylvester right under Light Screen, so we should survive this. We do, thankfully. No Poison too, and Heal Pulse does come out. Targets down the Ray. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now I can Heal Pulse the Ray back again, so that's really nice. And now the question is, what do I want to do into the Lunala? I could Dry Incent the Lunala here, which is not a bad play, but I'm pretty sure I would live a Power Gem if I don't go for Dry Incent. So even though Lunala could switch out here, I think it's still better just to go for the Crunch. I think Crunch is a very safe play into the Lunala slot, because even if Kyogre comes in, I just basically heal up my Ray for free. So, yeah, I'm going to go for the Heal Pulse in the Ray. I just need to target down the Lunala. Get rid of this Lunala. We know it's going to want to retreat, but I think that's a fine play. Lele going to come out, which isn't too bad for us. So, Lele comes out, and that means Solgaleo is pretty ideal here, actually. So, I do not mind this at all. And I get damage into the Lele. I could have got a knockout, but that's alright. Psychic Seed. Okay, my opponent's got some really interesting tricks up my opponent's sleeve here. As Crunch. That's a solid amount because we get a crit, and a defense drop. But I mean, 2 crunches would have knocked it down anyway. Here comes the Sludge Bomb into the Fini. My opponent realizes, oh, I have to target down the Fini. The Fini is becoming a threat as we will Heal Pulse up with our Ray. So this is actually a pretty good position, I think, for us because of the fact that Lele is super weakened now, which is great because I can go for a Crunch into the Lele slot, and I can go back. I can go into Solgaleo. I don't see anything that can punish me really here. With Solgaleo coming in, the Luna Shao Shield was broken, so Crunch is going to be able to knock it out. So, I think Solgaleo, it's a great time to come out here. Oh, Ally Switch. Okay, that works. Lele stays on the field. Can't do much damage. I'll take it. That's not a bad trade for me. Here comes the Crunch here into the Nihilego. Nice. And we're getting these defense drops like crazy. Sludge Bomb going to come out, target the Solgaleo. Completely fine. This is a pretty ideal position right here. I can get up Trick Room very safely, and I'm pretty tempted to get Trick Room up because I think Trick Room is actually really good here. How many turns of light screen are left? 1 turn. Okay, I think I want to switch out Ray here. Go hard in a Fini and get the Trick Room up. The reason I want to switch out Ray is because unless there's a Taunt coming out, which would require going for Taunt, and I don't think the Lele has Taunt because it has Ally Switch. Nihilego's not a Pokemon that usually carries Taunt in its arsenal. I mean, it's just a good time to get Fini in, set up a light screen, and get Trick Room up. Because my opponent, again, it's a very hyper-offensive team. It doesn't really like dealing with Trick Room, especially since it can overpower these frail Pokemon right here. And my opponent's pretty weakened. All 3 of my opponent's Pokemon that have been revealed have been super weakened right now. So, Sludge Bomb going to come out, target the Fini slot, which is fine because that activates the berry. So probably just trying to double up the Fini, or which was the Ray, and get as much damage as possible. So yeah, that's pretty okay for me, I think. Let's see if the Lele reveals anything. Shadow Ball actually coming out. Okay. I am under light screen though, so shouldn't do too much damage. Yep. Luckily no special defense drop because of the ability. And here comes the Trick Room here. And this is a pretty safe Sunsteel Strike here. Probably into the... I could target either slot realistically. I think I'm going to just set up the light screen here. I could get a double knockout, but I don't think there's a point. And I think I'm going to Sunsteel Strike the Nihilego slot. Because there could be an ally switch, potentially. But even if there's no ally switch, I think it's fine. Like, Nihilego's the bigger threat. And if the ally switch comes out, like, you still lose a Pokemon and Nihilego stress in the following turn anyway. So I think it's just better to target down the Nihilego. Especially if it's... Oh, wait, no. We saw it was not Mystic Seed. Psychic Seed on the Lele. So it's not Scarf. So it can have Protect still. But knock out the Nihilego, which is nice. And light screen will allow Solgaleo to survive quite a bit here. So... I mean, Solgaleo is really good here. Wow, that did less than the last Shadow Ball. Jeez. Okay. Like 10 HP difference. A Kyogre going to come out here, which is fine. I think the play is just... Do I want a Z move? That's the question. I do want to save my Z move. I think I'm just going to target the Lele and just Heal Pulse. Because I just don't see anything wrong with that play, realistically. Even if there's an ally switch, I'm chipping away the Kyogre, which is fine. And I get a Heal Pulse off. It's not exactly the worst option here. Also, I could go into Gastrodon right here if I want to. Nature's Man. I kind of like that play, actually. But I don't need Solgaleo. That's the thing. I have a Gastrodon, and a Ray in the back, which is actually really good against my opponent's team. I think I'm going to go for the Nature's Madness into the Kyogre slot. I don't think I need my Z move, actually. No, I'm just going to go for the Z move into Lele, because if it protects... it gets chipped if it's ally switching. Yeah, I mean, Kyogre should still be taking like, what, 35% or something like that. So I don't think this is a bad trade here. Maybe I should have doubled up a slot. Or maybe I should have scalded, but like, I still think this is a fine position. Just getting everything into range of Rayquaza is pretty big here, I think. And next turn, I could just Scald and Sunsteel Strike. And unless Lele protects here, it just loses. It gets knocked out. So I think it's fine no matter what. Like, again, I'm just trying to build that end game for the Rayquaza because I think Rayquaza is really good for the end game. We've already done so much to my opponent. Like, this Trick Room is going to be fantastic for us, too. So, let's see here. Also, like, even if, like, Solgaleo goes down, I just get a free switch into Rayquaza. My opponent can't knock me out. Worst case is freeze me. Crit Ice Beam won't be able to knock out either. Wow, that does a ton of damage. That did a ton of damage. Oh, my lord. And it's a Water Spout, so that works out perfectly for us because that did... Oh, it crit my Solgaleo. Okay. Still not bad. Still not bad at all. Because we can go Gastrodon here. We can click Surf. And I guess we boost up the Gastrodon? We're boosting up the Gastrodon? Yeah, we're boosting up the Gastrodon because the extra damage on Kyogre shouldn't matter. I avoid any ally switch. It's rain boosted. If Lunala comes out and Lele protects, I think we should be able to knock out the Lunala with the +1. Oh, wait, we wouldn't knock it out because we wouldn't get the boost yet. Dang it. But still fine. It's not like we can do much to Kyogre anyway. Kyogre's already in range of extreme speed after Surf, so feeling pretty good about our position. Especially since the Kyogre can't really do much to our team right now. Unless it has Thunder or like a Hidden Power Grass for some reason, but that's very unlikely. So Lele is going to go down. Nice. Scald going to boost our Gastrodon up. So the Lunala is going to go down to Surf no matter what. Ice Beam going to come out, target down the Gastrodon. Yeah. But we're under light screen, so yeah. Still does a pretty decent amount though. And I'm guessing the Lunala's... Well, Lunala's forced to come out. The next question is, what do I do the following turn? If this is the last turn of Trick Room, I do want to go Rayquaza here. Because if there's a Protect from my opponent's side, I just get Rayquaza in to outspeed my opponent's Pokemon. And can go for a Crunch. So, is this the last turn of Trick Room? Yeah, it's the last turn of Trick Room. Perfect. So I'll go Ray here. Because I think +1 Earth Power should do the trick into the Lunala slot. I don't think you're Ice Beaming the Fini. What'd you Ice Beam the Fini? Well, I don't want Lunala to get something like a Tailwind off, so I think it's just better to go for the Earth Power regardless. So, let's see. As long as there's no Ice Beam Freeze, we should be fine. But even if there's an Ice Beam... If there's an Ice Beam Freeze, I guess it's bad. But I don't think you would Ice Beam the Fini. I think you're just going to target the Gastrodon more. Kyogre just going to Protect, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is a double Protect, although I feel like it should be unlikely. But it is, okay. That works out. As I said before, I got in Rayquaza just in case my opponent decides to go for a double Protect because now this allows me to capitalize. As now I can go for a Crunch into the Lunala slot and an Earth Power and a Kyogre. My opponent is forced to attack you. There's no way you can go for 2 double Protects, so something is going down at least. Unless there is an Ice Beam Freeze and a Gastrodon, but even then, that means Lunala would have to probably get a triple. Yeah, a triple Protect because... I'm going to keep targeting the Lunala slot with my Rayquaza. No Protects here, no double Protect attempts. So Lunala will go down here, and Kyogre guaranteed to go down to either the Earth Power, and even if there's like a crit or freeze into the Gastrodon, Rayquaza will outspeed the Kyogre and can finish it off the following turn. As yeah, Ice Beam on the light screen, beautiful, beautiful. As Kyogre will go down, and that would be a good game. So... As I said before, Lunala was pretty tough, but thankfully we were able to get the damage off. We were able to get the light screen off. We were able to get Trick Room up when Lunala wasn't on the field. We got in our Solgaleo pretty safely, got Trick Room up. Then my opponent's team was pretty much weakened at that point. There was really no chance for a comeback. So thankfully, it worked out in the end. Yeah, trying to figure out, like, was there better plays that we could have done? I guess I could have capitalized. The Nature's Madness, I guess, was kind of greedy into the Lele. Maybe I should have just scalded because even if I... Actually, no, I couldn't scald... No, I could scald that turn because I had Solgaleo out, not Gastrodon. So I could have scalded there. Tried to cover for the Lele ally switch, which is definitely a play. I keep forgetting to change the music. I was going to change it too, and then it clicked. So, ooh. Let's see. Kyogre... Rayquaza, Gengar, Tapu Koko, Scrafty, which is interesting. We don't really see Scrafty that much. And Stakataka. Okay. Pretty interesting team. The Gengar is kind of worrisome because Shadow Ball does quite a bit to my team. What do I want to go here? Solgaleo for sure. Gastrodon's decent against my opponent's team. Just not sure how well it fares. I think it's very worth though. Actually, I am going to try out Gastrodon. But the problem is, what do I want to pair it with? Because I want to bring 5 Pokemon. I want to bring the Solgaleo. I want to bring the Rayquaza. I want to bring the Fini. I want to bring Incineroar too. Yikes. Maybe I don't bring Fini. Oh, no, Fini is really good against my opponent's team too. But I think Gastrodon is just so good against my opponent's team. I don't know. I'm going to try out Gastrodon, see how it works. I'm going to try out this combination. Just because I feel like it's pretty good against my opponent's team with the Intimidate. The problem is that Gastrodon won't have any recovery, which kind of stinks. But I mean, the best ways my opponent can handle it are like Shadow Ball from Gengar and Dragon Ascent from the Mega Rayquaza. There really isn't much you can do to my Gastrodon otherwise. So let's see what my opponent's going to bring out here. It's going to be the Gengar Rayquaza lead. Okay. Which is pretty decent for us because we got Intimidate off into the... Rayquaza. If Gengar Mega Evolves, it means Rayquaza can't Mega Evolve, which means my Rayquaza always outspeeds it, which is actually kind of nice here. So, quite a few things I could do. Fake out the Rayquaza. And our power to Gengar is definitely on a list. Maybe fake out the Rayquaza and just Ice Beam is also a play here. I mean, U-turn the Rayquaza, but it could just protect. But I'm also thinking, what if my opponent switches out into the Kyogre here, which is what I'm scared of, and Gengar trapping me, which is definitely concerning. I think I'm just going to U-turn the Rayquaza and just Air Power to Gengar slot. We will see the Rayquaza switch out. Scrafty actually coming out, not the Kyogre. Okay, so that's fine. I don't really mind that play because I get in my own Rayquaza, which is completely fine. Let's see if Gengar Mega Evolves to trap me here. It's fine if it does because I'm actually more worried about the Rayquaza than the Gengar. But Gengar smartly doesn't Mega Evolve. Wow, that Shadow Ball did so much damage. That's crazy. That did so much damage. Incineroar will retreat here. I'm gonna bring in my Solgaleo, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in my Solgaleo. I could bring in Rayquaza right here, but the problem is I want to threaten my opponent's Rayquaza, and the Z move does allow me to threaten the opposing Rayquaza, so I think that's definitely worth it. As our power into the Gengar. Oh, it's Sash. Ooh, okay. That changes quite a few things. I do want to keep Gastrodon healthy. Man, that changes so much. Maybe I just go out on my own Rayquaza and just protect here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because I just don't think there's a... Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do is get Rayquaza to Mega Evolve the following turn, so I could outspeed the Gengar and I could threaten the Z-move into Scrafty slot. Which does give me some momentum, I think, but who knows. We'll see what my opponent decides to do. We'll protect here with our Solgaleo. Shadow Ball gonna come out into the Gastrodon slot. Oh, video's lagging, which I don't like. Knock off. Ooh, really good read on my opponent's side. That's not good for me. That was a very nice read on my opponent's side. Oh, no. Also, this video, yeah, is lagging. That was a really good read, or maybe my opponent just wanted to double out the Gastrodon, which is unfortunate for me because that was really bad for me. I think I'm going to go for the crunch here, and I think I just got to go for the Z-move attempt into the Scrafty slot. I'm pretty sure Z-move should allow me to knock out the Scrafty, or whatever's coming in. I'm pretty sure that's the Rayquaza. Yeah, okay, that works out. That works out good for me. Okay, that works out fine for me. Because now I'm going to be able to Z-move this Rayquaza slot, and that's actually really good for me because I didn't expect the Scrafty to fully switch out. I think my opponent was expecting Superpower, which was in the back of my mind. Like, I wanted a Z-move anyway because Game Ray Scrafty would have been good for me either way. because I wanted my opponent to be down to the last 2 so I can at least intimidate one thing. But this works out beautifully for me because I get rid of the Gengar, which is already great. I'm going to be able to get the Z move off, and if I can knock out this Rayquaza, if it's not Focus Sash, we're in for a really good position because that means it's Scrafty and Kyogre left on the field, and I don't need my Incineroar, so can easily just sack off my Incineroar, which is good. Alright. Still gotta be cautious, though. The good part is I have my Rayquaza, which can dry and send to Scrafty to knock it out. I just gotta deal with the Kyogre. I gotta find a way to deal with the Kyogre effectively. Yeah, we obliterate the Rayquaza, which is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I hope the frame rate isn't too bad, but yeah, it's seeming kind of bad. Let's see. Scrafty gonna come out. Kyogre should be the last Pokemon too. Yep. I wonder if Superpower would knock out the Scrafty. I'm definitely gotta switch out the I definitely gotta switch out my I think I gotta switch out into my Incineroar here. Yeah, I mean I think I just sack Incineroar. Because I just don't see what other play I would really have here. Because Fake Out's probably coming out. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Incineroar here and protect. Oh wait, I already protected. Shoot. Maybe I just go hard Gashadon too. Is that the play though? I feel like you have to Fake Out, but there's a chance that Scrafty just goes on the offense here. I'm not exactly too sure. I think I just double switch though. Because I think I need Solgaleo to take at least one hit so I can get some damage off. And I definitely need Rayquaza, not Intimidate, so I can actually do damage to the Kyogre. So, sack the Incineroar here. It's not really doing too much. It was a good lead. It was helpful against the Rayquaza, just slowing it down potentially, forcing it to switch out. But it's not really useful anymore in this end game, which is the unfortunate part. Gashadon will come out here. Let's see. Fake Out gonna come out probably into, oh, it is the Ray. Okay, and a Spout. Okay, perfect. So I get a boost, which is really good because that should allow my Earth Power to do actually a ton of damage to this Kyogre, which is ideal. So I think the play is to go into Ray. Yeah, the play, I think I know what my end game is. I go to Ray because you can't Water Spout. You're forced to Ice Beam, right? And that means you can only target one slot. If you have Icy Wind, I mean, that means you can't touch Gashadon, really, but no, I think it should be fine. So, Scrafty's not a Pokemon that usually carries Protect. If it does, this actually becomes a problem. But I think the best play is just to get chip damage into Kyogre, because once I get rid of Scrafty, I can trick him up. And if I can trick out with my Solgaleo, when Scrafty's gone and Kyogre's forced on the field alone, I can just set up Trick Room. Gashadon should be able to sweep from there. Or Solgaleo's able to do the finishing touch to this Kyogre, I think. So, we try and send the Scrafty, knock it out, which is good. Also, we bring the Weather so Solgaleo doesn't take too much damage. Ice Beam into the Gashadon slot. Ooh. Nice. But Gashadon doesn't even care about that Ice Beam. Earth Power into the Kyogre. And yeah, that should seal it, I think. We now just get to Dry Scent the Kyogre here and go for an Earth Power. And that 100% seals up this game because my opponent can't do anything because the Rayquaza outspeeds. Dry Scent will do probably not knock out the Kyogre, but that means Gashadon would be able to finish it off. And again, there's no move my opponent has that can finish up all Pokemon other than maybe Icy Wind, but then even if you have Icy Wind, Ice Beam, Water Spout, Kyogre, which sounds like the actually no, we didn't confirm. No, we did confirm Water Spout, Kyogre. That sounds like the worst set. But even if that did happen, like we have Solgaleo, I don't think Crit Origin. No, because if it revealed Icy Wind, it can't have Origin Pulse, which means a Crit won't knock out my Solgaleo, and Superpower should be able to finish it off. So no matter what, I think we were good. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. We were able to get another 2 wins, which is really nice. I think this game was... I don't think I played it the best. The Sash Gengar was definitely an interesting tech there because the Sash Gengar really changed the dynamic. It meant I couldn't knock out the Gengar in one hit, which was a shame because that Pokemon was a threat. That Shadow Ball was doing way too much damage. That I can't believe Gastron took half from that Shadow Ball. That's crazy. But otherwise, yeah, we were able to do some work. The Gastron was able to put in work. It's been putting in more work than I imagined when I first started using this team. Like when I used this team like back after Japan Nationals just finished, I was very underwhelmed with Gastron. But Gastron's been doing a lot of work lately, I think, in the series so far. So really looking forward to seeing if it can continue to put in the work. I think we have 3 more episodes left with this team, and this team's been on a roll. We haven't lost a game yet, if I am correct. But who knows? That could change with the next few episodes. We're going to be fighting tougher opponents. Hope everyone enjoyed today's episode, though. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Show some support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social media, the side of my channel, and all that. And if you do want to go an extra mile support my content, there is my Patreon and Twitch channel you could go check out down below. But otherwise, you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description. Leave a comment, liking the video, and sharing with your friends really does help me. And yeah, otherwise, sorry about the lag in this video. I don't think it was like too bad, but it's definitely noticeable. So I'll try to fix that for the next episode. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.